Alright, first and foremost, I'm going to say Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ahchyam, Yahweh Shai, Ahchyam, Rakar, Kadash, to the honors to the apostles at GreatMillStone. Now, pretty much, I'm going to play this clip, do a few stills. But, I mean, it was about 2 weeks ago, and I was with one of the brothers, one of the Ahchyam, and we were just with a few other brothers, and pretty much that night we seen a few things that you know, we would have deemed to be chariots. Now, when we were sitting down outside, and then we pretty much left that spot, we seen a couple flashes, a couple things happened, you know, and then later on, pretty much, you know, I've gone down the road and then I've recorded this. Now, I believe that these are chariots. Now, the thing is, right, is that occurrences like some of these things have happened a few other times, and I don't usually I usually don't get my camera out, or I don't usually really like upload things like this. But you know, the spirit, I've had this recording now for the last 2-3 weeks or whatever, and I've said, you know, let me upload it. So, you know, without a shadow of a doubt, let me go to the clip and just go into it. Now, I'm gonna zoom in and stuff like that. I'll play it and then I'll zoom in. So you can see it more. So it's pretty much moving in the sky. Look at it. I mean, if I look at that. Okay.
It's got to be a chariot right there, but I'm telling you, it ain't flashing or nothing, eh?
And the brightness of it, man. The brightness of it is
absolutely, bro. Rockafon Yahweh, Ahchyam, Yahweh Shai, Ahchyam, Rakar, Kadash.
And is it moving in a different direction now?
Because I've been looking at it through the camera. That is bright as hell.
It is bright, isn't it? It's very bright, man. That ain't no, that's a chariot, man. It's bright.
It's gotten slower now. It's almost if it's not even moving. That is a chariot, bro.
Yes, we slow it down. Almost like it's about to stand still or something.
Can you see, bro, from across the buildings? Or?
Yeah, it's going through the trees.
Oh, yeah. Just about. I ain't gonna catch that.
You see it again through the tree.
Yeah.
Let me get that back off. So, when I start the clip, it's pretty much moving very fast, and it heads over the side of the building. Now, I know that there's a lot of chariot sightings going on all over the planet Earth, and this is not the first chariot of you know, pretty much I've seen, but you know, being the time that we're in and the things that are going on, man, you know, Yahweh Ahchyam, Yahweh Shai, you know, he's showing himself, man. And I mean, when you look at this, you know, if you look at it through different stills, you know, it's kind of interesting, man. Because what I'll do is I'll play it again. At the start, it's moving very fast, and it goes over. And pretty much it's like it's almost like it's safe. Okay, so I'm just doing these stills, man, so you know, I'm zooming in on it, and so that's when it started to go fast, and then when it got over on top of the building, it pretty much kind of started slowing down, and then you know, pretty much you couldn't see it.
Got a big chariot right there.
So, you know, that's pretty much it, man. I mean, we're in the time now where the Lord is gonna start manifesting these sightings.
I'm telling you, it ain't flashing or nothing, eh?
And the brightness of it, man. The brightness of it is
Absolutely.
So there you go, man. So we're in the time of this going down. Let me turn down the media on this. I want to get a couple of scriptures out, man. Let me see. You know, the stills are kind of interesting to me because every time I go in on it, it looks like it's changing shape. You know, and I got the audio there, so you know, this I pretty much took this clip a couple of weeks back. But you know, like I said, man, let me. And pretty much, you know, so I mean, like I said, man, we're in the time now, man, where the Lord, like, you can see it's a disc, man. You know, they ain't a plane. You know what I mean? And these are the scripture says the heathens are dismayed at the signs of heaven, man. We're in a time, we're in a beautiful time, bro. I mean, you know, we want to, we're our thing here at the brothers that are in the knowledge, bro. We can't wait for the Lord to make his return and for the world to see the great wonders, man, the great return of the Lord, you know. Anyway, let me show you. I'm going to go to the scriptures, but before I do that, I'll show you a couple stills that I took. Like, before I started recording it, I pretty much took some stills, and the stills are interesting within themselves. So, you know, it just proves what we're saying. And there's, like I said, there's chariot sightings happening every day, man, all over the world. This one was very interesting, man. You know. And I zoom in again. You know, so like I'm saying, man, you know, this thing's real. This truth is real, man. This truth is real, and you know, you gotta believe in this, man. We're not in the time now of effing about. We're in the time of getting this word pushed, you know, and believing in Yehovah Shem Yahushai B'Shem Rakakadash. Okay, that's the time we're in, bro. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is get this scripture, man, and close out on this scripture. Okay, let's see if this is, yeah. This is Revelation 1:7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. So when the Lord's coming, he's coming in a super ship. The Lord is coming in a super ship, man. The Father's ship, the super ship, and the whole world's gonna see the Lord return. They're gonna see Yahushua, and the scripture says it shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. So, you know, we're in a serious time. We're in a beautiful time. You know, this knowledge is just absolutely amazing, bro. You know, there's nothing else. There's nothing else. Nothing ain't got nothing on the truth. You know, this knowledge is above rubies, gold, all things. So, you know, it's a beautiful thing, man. And you know, when you watch those movies about like Independence Day, Avengers and all that, that's all showing you, and that's all alluding to the second coming of Yahweh Shai, which the elites know, and that's what elites are talking about, their Space Force, etc., etc. And here at us at Great Millstone, bro, we know, man. You know, we know that. You know, we know pretty much that that the Lord's coming back, man, and we're waiting for that. We're not waiting for, you know, you can't get this knowledge and cast it behind you. This is the greatest thing you could ever have. The Lord opening your mind to all of this, you know. So anyway, with that, I'm gonna say shalom, you know.